probably second grade. My family and I took a walk to Pacific Way for breakfast on some random Sunday, and we ran into the Bryant family. Natalia, Giana, and Mrs. Bryant. While my wife and Mrs. Bryant talked about my really bad ordering skills with my little kids, Natalia and I exchanged jokes about her zany basketball coach at the time, Mr. Mauser, and Giana played with the girls on the ground. I'll never forget a little giggle escaping Cece's lips. It made Natalia and me divert our attention to figure out what was happening. Cece was about 2 at the time, and she had made it clear to her mom and me that she would only wear this yellow Princess Belle dress. That dress was actually given to us by Mrs. Mauser and Penny. She loved that dress, and down on her knees right in front of Cece and Callie was Giana. Gigi was asking Cece about the dress and why it was her favorite. She softly poked at the front of Cece's tummy, which made Cece laugh. And Gigi kept repeating her inarticulate toddler talk, Cece's inarticulate toddler talk, saying it was her favorite dress and how pretty she looked. And Giana said that she also thought Princess Belle was a pretty awesome princess. In 8th grade literature class this week, I shared this story with my students. And my students on Monday shared their stories with me. And it became a really beautiful way for us to remember all the wonder and joy that Giana Bryant brought to our lives. Then on Tuesday, I came up with an idea. In this life, only your story matters. So we compiled a beautiful collection of stories, 44 stories, about just Giana. Because to Harbor Day, she was more than Mambacita or heir to a basketball birthright. She was more than a sister and a daughter. We took these stories and put them into a book that honors the Harbor Day part of her legacy. This book also honors her father, Kobe Bryant, the retired basketball player, invested father, and author. And in his post-basketball life, he had begun spearheading book explorations. We have 4 of these in our library. His biggest, the Wizenart series, is a collection of perspectives about a tryout for a middle school team. Rain, Twig, Cash, Peño, and Lab each tell the story of what happens over a 2-week tryout. And each story could have stood on its own. But there is a collective power, a broad power and understanding. 44 stories is one. The 8th grade class mirrored Mr. Bryant's vision with a book of their own that they entitled the Mambacita Stories. In this book, you find 44 unique experiences, and with each experience, you learn more about our version of our dear Giana Bryant. Fly high, girl. Next, I